Hey guys, Pat1979 here. Just finished up prepping my chicken and just sealing it with my Foodsaver, and I thought I'd do a review on this unit itself because I really like this unit and I'm really glad I picked up this unit. So I'll show you guys in the manual here for the model number. So the model number is FFS005-033. So you guys can see the model number there. I'll put a link to the Amazon page below. So this is the box. Box is not important, the unit itself is. So let's go a little bit closer, guys. Alright, so I'm just gonna do my last chicken breast and just show you guys why this unit is the best that you can buy. So I like that it's manual. First of all, you don't have any other electronic motors or anything else. You know, the less part you can make something, the longer it'll last. So remember the old cars back in the day, they were the simplest and they lasted the longest. So just this unit is simple, but it has a lot of features, guys. So let me bring this a little bit closer so you guys can see on top here. So I'm gonna zoom in and just show you guys the buttons and everything else that you can use. So basically you got your speed, you can choose your speed. You could choose accessory port, you could choose moist or dry. So moist and dry, what it'll do is dry, it'll suck for longer the air, and it'll just just do a quick seal on the heat bar. What the moist will do is, since there's something that might be a little bit of liquid, it'll suck the air for a little bit less, and it'll heat up the heat bar a little bit more. Since there might be some moisture inside the bag, it'll heat up the heat bar a little bit more, so it'll make a better seal on your bag. So the impulse you could just use for manual mode, so you could just suck the air to your liking if you don't want to crush anything. And which is fun is you could also choose your speed while you're in manual mode or impulse. So you could just go very, very slow and just suck the air out really slowly and just go at it and just seal it up. So the seal bar, the seal button here, so this is just to make your bags. So you could just, without the vacuum, you just seal it, and you just create a seal on your bag like I did here. So I just did a seal on the bottom there. And when you're doing the seal, you can also use the moist function. So if you want a stronger seal, or if you get a heavier gauge bags like the Foodsaver, I always say that you should go on the moist setting, then use the seal and make it so that it is a little bit more secure and it goes through all the way, so there's no chance of any air gaps. So vacuum seal is pretty self-explanatory. So the vacuum seal, you just press it and it does everything automatic. So I'm just gonna do a quick demonstration, guys. And also, guys, also, guys, inside there, let me zoom back out. Yeah, also, guys, inside there's a place to put your roll. So you could put a roll in there and you could slide it off. Right now I have a mega roll with its own cutter, so I'm using that. So I'm testing out some bags. So but you can do a 25 feet roll of bags in there, so you can have it for a long time. So you also get a drip tray, so if you have any liquids that manage to get in there because you weren't careful enough, or you're doing something that's more liquidy, that way you'll be able to just rinse that out and it'll clean it up, so it won't go inside your machines. So that's pretty good, guys. So let me do my chicken breast and let's see how it works. So click, put that in here. So when you're putting the bag in, guys, it's always recommended to put the dimple side of the bag down. So why should you put the dimple or the frosted side down? Is because once you're placing this in here, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. So once you're placing the bag in there, those dimples will act as a maze. So when you're putting anything that has liquid, blood, or anything else like a steak, you want those dimples to act as a small maze, so it'll be difficult for the liquid to just go up, and it won't go in a straight line. If you put it on the other side, the liquid is going to go in a straight line because it's going to have just a smooth side on the bag to be able to run through. So it's always recommended that you use the downside. So right now I'm just placing it inside the drip tray. So you place the end of the bag inside the drip tray so it'll be in the place where it's going to suck the air. So now I'm going to turn the unit on by just locking it up. So you also have a storage mode right there, so you could just turn it and it won't open the thingy here. So right now let's go look at on top here. So right now, guys, you can choose your speed. So if you want to go slower with a little bit more suction, and you could use that to if you wanted the seal to be a little bit stronger, you can do slower like that, or personally I like to go fast because it's just time saver. So but you do get a little bit more, I feel like you get a little bit more suction power when you go slow on the lowest setting. So but personally, for what I needed to do, it doesn't matter really. So I'm gonna put it on moist. All right, so I'm just gonna switch it there. So now if I want to, I could just, let me zoom back out. So I'm just gonna show you guys the impulse mode that you could use on moist also, and I'm gonna show you guys the speed. So right now, this is the lowest speed. You can go a little bit faster and a little bit faster. So you guys hear the difference. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna vac seal while this is moist. So I'm just gonna vac seal it, and it's gonna go on the highest speed. It's gonna do moist, so a little bit more time on the heat bar. And I just chose the impulse, but I could just go vac and seal, I'm pretty sure right now. It is a little bit noisy, guys, but all the machines like that are, so there's not really anything you can do about that. So now it's sealing, it's doing the seal. So you just have to wait until those two lights just came off. I like to leave it a little 5 seconds extra just for the heating element to cool down a little bit, and just to make sure that the plastic and the material is just cooling down and it's making a good seal. So I'll leave it usually a 5-10 seconds. Then I just pop it off. So guys, this is manual, so you have a lever on the side that you lock it in place, and there's no motor, there's no anything else to break. And I don't know why this model is not as popular as the other one. The other one, it just looks so janky where you have to put it, there's a sensor and you just have to put it on the sensor, and it's fiddly in my opinion. So once you place it in there, all you have to do is release it. You just go to storage mode, so that way it won't pop up on you. So, and then you just open it up and click. It's done. You have a nice fresh seal piece of meat. Look at that. So look at the seal on that. It's a pretty good seal, guys. So yeah, guys, this, in my opinion, guys, this 033 model is one of the best Foodsaver you can buy because it's simple. It has a shitload of features that you could use. You could choose your speed. You have an accessory port to do accessories. You have moist dry. You have the pulse settings. So in my opinion, guys, the only thing that would be required would be like almost 3 buttons on there. If you want to really do a basic Foodsaver, but I like the other feature. I like the slow speed depending. But guys, this is, in my opinion, one of the best Foodsaver. But if you want to simplify that, good food saving machines that are made by companies that do sous vide and immersion circulation cooking, you just have vac seal, and impulse. So that's all you have. You don't have any dry. You don't have, because if you have moist or stuff with liquid in it, you just go manual, then you seal it, and it's just easier, guys. So but I like the different feature. The only thing that I would have to say, guys, on this design particularly, which I would love to see, because I've inadvertently press the wrong button at sometimes, and I wanted to seal and I did vac and seal, and it's just sometimes you just want to do it something else and you just want to go manual, but you hit the wrong button. I wish the seal and the vac seal button, I'm just going to zoom in on there, click. So the seal and the vac seal, I just wish these two buttons were separated. So I just wish that the other 4 buttons right here would be moved on the other side, and these two would be isolated on one side. So that way you could control your other functions, and then you have your vac and seal separated. So, but overall, guys, this is, in my opinion, the best Foodsaver model you can get. Nice stainless steel or brushed aluminum. Nice design. It's simple. It's easy to use. You have a storage function, so that way it won't open up when you're picking it up in the cupboard. So it only comes on when you lock it. So when you lock it in, click. This is when it comes on and the unit turns on, and you can select everything you need. So if you want to go impulse, seal, or anything else. So yeah, guys, this Foodsaver model, if you're looking at one and you want something that is, in my opinion, the best and is going to last you the longest, that has all the features you could want, the controlled with the speed and the impulse. So my 3 main function is impulse, seal, vac seal, and that's pretty much it. The moist dry, it works when you want stuff to be automatic, but if you want, you could just go impulse and just see how the liquids is getting in. One of the good function is the speed. You could go on low speed, and if you have something really liquidy, you just go on the low speed. Then you can do impulse and just go slowly and just do some small tap and just make sure the liquid doesn't come up on your in your machines. And it's just, guys, with the feature it has and everything else, there's different Foodsaver model on the market, but the newest one are becoming like, they have sensors that are automatic, and it's just too complicated, guys. Every commercial machines is simple. You just either you put the bag in, you close it up, and it just do its thing, and it just first of all, they're vacuum chamber, so that they're different from this model. But in the Foodsaver range, you want all these features. You want the impulse seal, you want the impulse, you want the speed, you want the moist dry, and all the rest. So guys, if you're looking for a good Foodsaver machine, you're looking for something that is gonna last you years, it's gonna be simple to use, that you won't fuss around with a mechanism that you have to line it up and just do it in and just press on something else while you're holding the bag. This way you're just putting the bag in, you close it up, easy peasy, no fuss. You don't have to mess around with anything else. There's no chance of some electronics or some motors to break in there. It's a very simple design, but it's effective and it has the right features. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It's always appreciated, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.